By 3 p.m. on Monday, rescuers had reached all the villages struck by the earthquake in Sichuan. Many people trapped in remote areas have been rescued and resettled. Let's take a look at this report.
Be careful, look at the flashlights. We promise to escort you down the mountain.
Evacuees from Chaping town stretched for miles along the mountain roads. With the help of firefighters, people lit their way with flashlights to keep moving in the darkness. After more than 20 hours of unrelenting effort, 2,400 people finally reached a safe area.
We are genuinely grateful to these firefighters. Risking their lives, they sent us water and helped us get out of the danger zone.
On Tuesday, the forest detachment of the armed police drove a car with cooking facilities to the remote villages. Their arrival brought hot dinner to people for the first time after the quake. In affected areas in Sichuan, 4.56 million people have been resettled so far. At a settlement in Mianyang, a makeshift school which can accommodate more than 400 students opened class on Monday. To help children overcome the trauma associated with the disaster, the school arranged psychology and sanitation classes from Monday to Friday.
We are together after the quake. No matter what we do, we must unify to conquer the difficulties.
On Monday, many schools, including Sichuan Middle School, resumed class. The first batch of newly printed textbooks have been sent from Chengdu to the temporary schools in the disaster-hit areas. On Tuesday, the psychology help group from Jiangsu province began assisting the children with emotional trauma.
Touch her softly, especially on her heart area, is very good for her.
On Tuesday, the first team of psychologists from the army headed to the quake-affected zones. More than 500 voluntary counsellors and specialists from around the country have arrived in Sichuan so far. With more and more affected people moved from remote villages to the cities, temporary settlements are building up quickly. In this settlement, relief workers distributed beds and sheets to each person. Every day at noon and in the evening, relief workers and volunteers provide rice and hot dishes for the people.
It's good, we're satisfied.
In the settlement, volunteers distribute newspapers and handbooks on earthquake safety. Medical teams also bring daily medicines for colds, diarrhoea and fever to the people. In Dujianyang, 200,000 square metres of short-term housing is under construction. In about 10 days, some people are expected to be able to move into these better homes.
Here is a kitchen. 2 washrooms are over there, and people can take a bath inside.
By midday on Monday, most quake-hit towns had fully or partly received power supply, except Sichuan, Maoxian and Long. More than 90% of banks in Sichuan have resumed business. Amy Bainbridge, CCTV.